Morning, ma'am. My topic is all about parts parts of plants, animals and plants. Parts, functions, and importance to humans. Parts of a plant. The common plants that we see around us are seed plants. These plants have roots, stems, leaves, flowers, fruits, and seeds. Roots anchor the plant to the ground. These also absorb water and minerals from the soil. Plants either have taproot system or a fibrous root system. Rice and corn have fibrous roots, while Nara has taproots. Fibrous roots spread out near the soil surface, covering it a good control for soil erosion. Taproots anchor the plant firmly on the ground. Some roots grow above the ground, such as prop roots in corn, pandan, and some mangrove trees. These roots eventually touch the ground for support. What do you think will happen to corn plants without the prop roots? Most orchids have aerial roots that catch dew as well as support the plant to branches of trees. When we grow orchids in our gardens, we hang them in a basket with coconut coir or tied them in tree trunks. Some roots store food like the sweet potato and cassava. Stems ay stem stems support the leaves, flower, and fruits. These also transport food, minerals, and water to other parts of the plant. Some stems are woody while others are herbaceous or soft. Most stems are green or brown. Stems are generally above the ground, except some underground stems like rhizome, tuber, and bulb. How do you identify an underground stem from a storage root? Squash and ampalaya are vines that have tendrils to support the climbing stems. Strawberry, sweet potato, and Bermuda grass have stems that grow along the soil surface for fast reproduction over a wide area. Leaves are generally green, expanded, and attached to a stem by a petiole. A simple leaf has a stalk, base, margin, and tip. It has veins that may run parallel to the midrib or net. Leaves have different shapes, size, and arrangement on the stem and may have other colors such as violet, yellow, red, orange, and pink. The margin of the blade may be smooth, divided, or lobed. Some are compound leaves, grape, bean, malunggay, nara, etc. The main function of the leaf is to produce food. The process is known as photosynthesis. During photosynthesis, plants take up carbon dioxide and water to produce glucose and kind of sugar. Light is needed for the process to occur. Oxygen is given off that animals inhale. Leaves have special function such as reproduction, protection, and support. Leaves are sources of vegetables and could also be medicinal. Give examples of medicinal plants. Leaves that are found in your home or in the herbal garden in your school. Flowers, fruits, and seeds are characteristic features of flowering plants. Flowers are mainly for plant reproduction. Flowers are attached to the stem by a pedicel. The sepal is the outermost part of a flower. The second layer are the petals. These are accessory parts. The reproductive parts of the flower are the stamen, male, and the pistil, female. Some flowers have no sepals. These are incomplete flowers. Papaya has female flowers in one plant and male flowers in another plant. Squash has female flowers and male flowers in the same stem. Flowers bloom in certain seasons while others bloom throughout the year. When narrow trees are in bloom, the flowers scatter on the ground and pollen grains make some of us sneeze. Fruits come from flowers. Some are fleshy or dry. The fruit may have a hard external covering, just like in coconuts, or very thin skin as in tomato. The middle layer of a fruit could be fleshy as in papaya, and the seeds are attached on the inner wall of the fruit. The nuts of kasoy are a dry fruit, but it has a fleshy receptacle. Beans have pods that release mature seeds when very dry. Rice and corn are cereals. Nara dry fruits are blown by the wind, and when on the ground, the seeds would germinate to produce new plants. Parts of a plant: shoot tip, petiole, flower, leaf, stem, lateral shoot, lateral bud. Root system: flowers, pollen tube, flower, Carpel. We have three parts of carpel. Flower. We have carpel. We have three parts of carpel. Stigma, style, ovary. Carpel. The carpel, which is also sometimes called the pistil, is the female reproductive organ of a flower. Stigma. The stigma sits at the top of the carpel, and its job is to capture pollen. Style. The style is the elongated part of a carpel that joins the ovary to the stigma. Ovary. The ovary produces and contains unfertilized seeds. Stamens. We have two parts of stamens. The stamen is the male reproductive organ of a flower. The two parts of stamens, anther and filament. The anther sits at the top of the filament of a stamen and produces and contains the pollen. Filament. The filament is the thin tubular part of the stamen that extends and supports the pollen sac at the top. Petals. Petals exist to draw pollinators to the flower. Ovule. Ovules are contained within the ovary, and in the event of successful pollination, they will become the seed of the fruit. Receptacle. A receptacle sits at the top of a stalk, underneath the main portion of the flower. Sepal. Sepals are the exterior part of a flower that protect the interior flower while it emerges. Pedicel. A pedicel is the secondary stalk from which flowers grow off the main stem. Shoot tip. Leaf primordium, shoot apical meristem, protoderm, ground meristem, procambium. Petoil. We have 5 parts of petoil. We have midrib, vein, blade, petoil, bud. Leaf. We have We have 9 parts of leaf. Lamina or leaf blade. This is the major part of the leaf, also called the blade. It's usually large and flat. The flat and extended green part next to the petoil is lamina. Leaf base. This part of the leaf is attached to the stem or the branch. In some plants, a leaf-like growth arises from the side of the leaf base. Petioles. The petiole is the stem-like part of the leaf that joins the blade to the stem. Vein. Smaller veins turn off from the midrib to make sure that the transportation organism of the plants extends to all parts of the leaf. Stipules. The leaf base often bears a pair of lateral appendages or outgrowth called stipules. Node, stem, tip, midrib. Lateral shoot. We have six parts of lateral shoot. Apical bud, auxine, lateral or axillary bud, phosphate, cytokinin, strigolactone. Stem. We have three parts of stem: nodes, buds, and nodes, buds. Nodes, where leaves are attached. Buds contain apical meristems that can produce new stems and leaves. Stems produce woody tissue in larger plants. Lateral bud. Lateral bud. We have three parts of lateral bud: termina bud, bud scales, axillary bud. Root parts functions. We have four parts of root part functions: primary root, secondary roots, root hairs, root cap. Primary root. The thickest part goes down. Secondary roots, not as thick as primary, grow out to the side. Root hairs, thin, fine roots that absorb water and nutrients. Root cap, on the end, protects and guides the tip. Importance of plants. Plants provide us food, medicine, materials for clothing, shelter, both furniture, resin, dyes, and many more. Plants protect the environment from erosion by providing cover to the ground. Food comes from leaves, flowers, fruit, and seed. Humans eat some roots, some as carrot, sugar beets, radish, cassava, yam, and sweet potato. Without cereals, we get hungry. Leafy vegetables are rich source of vitamins and minerals. Fruits provide supply of carbohydrates, proteins, and vitamins. Animals that we grow, such as cattle, chicken, and other poultry products compete with ask for food from plants. Most animals depend on plants for food, shelter, nesting, and breeding place. Active ingredients: some medicines are derived from leaves, roots, flowers, and seeds. Guava leaves are boiled from an anti antiseptic antiseptic use. Malunggay leaves to clean wounds as first aid, and mayana leaves are crushed for bumps. Infusions from oregano or lagundi are good for cough. Nipa and coconut leaves are for roof shingles. Big trunks of mahogany and other hardwoods provide lumber for various uses. And paper is from melina and other trees. Fibers from cloth are derived from abaca, cotton, and pineapple. The balangay or big boats in the early times are made of hardwood such as dongon. Railroads platforms are made of dao, and laoan trunks. When there are many trees, even in small patches in city, we feel cool and clean. How is the air purified by plants? When in thick forests, do you feel and smell clean air? Why should we maintain trees in our forests and plants more even in farms? How many trees have you planted since you were young? Think classes covering a steep slope protect the movement of soil particles to a lower part of the land. Big trees and shrubs hold more water and soil in the ground. Vines that creep over wide area of land protect the soil from erosion caused by water and wind. Importance of plants: food, industrial value, eco-friendly, shelter, timber, fibres, medicine, decoration. Taking care and handling of plants. How do we take care of plants around us? At home we grow them. We put black screen to protect them from too much sunlight. Watering of petchay and pepper is necessary, especially during dry season. We provide support for vines like ampalaya and string beans. We create plots for vegetables that we grow in the garden. Along roads, we plant low-growing trees and shrubs and are protected by tree guards. We avoid cutting trees in the forest and we plant more. Over-harvesting has led to destruction of our environment. We should exercise care in handling plants. Some have spines and thorns that can prick your hands, and some are poisonous pollen, and poisonous pollen of flowers may trigger allergy, and some leaves may have aphids and insects larvae that can cause itchiness. When handling plants, wear gloves. Use scissors to cut small twigs, and wear mask when you have allergy. Yun lamang po, ma'am. Thank you po.